Good evening, everybody. It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL Inspirations for You. Grab your smartphone, launch that camera app, really easy to do, and point over to the QR code and touch the yellow lips. You'll get my link tree just as easy as that. If you are not watching me, but you're only listening to me, well, then go to believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. And before I get into the show, I want to tell you guys what I do. So I help people tell a story that leads to them growing a more profitable and scalable business. So that's what I do, ladies and gentlemen. And I just want to thank you guys for being here because it really means a lot to me that you're here. Whether you're here at 9:30 at night, 9:30 in the morning, 12 noon, 12 midnight, or even 4 a.m. or 4 p.m., doesn't matter. Thank you so much for making the choice to be here. And I have a great thing I want to tell you tonight that I want to celebrate. But before I do that, I want to get right into what our master topic is. You know, we started on Saturday, we roll all the way through the week, and we finish up on a Friday. Here we go. Understanding the 7%, 38%, 55% rule. We're in Series 2, which means we're in the second year, and this is episode number 5. So welcome, everyone. So what the heck is that rule? All right, so that rule professor of psychology, and it was Albert Mehrabian. Albert Mehrabian. That's his name. And so, what I want to share with you guys tonight, first of all, is that the 7% is in the communication message is the words we pick. 38% is how we say it. 55% is what we don't say. It's kind of like our body language, our nonverbal. So that's really, really important. So tonight, I want to share something with you that I'm very proud of. And you know what that is? Well, if you don't, I'm going to share it with you. I want to thank you guys, all the inspiring ladies and women here, you inspiring souls that you are. Tonight is the night we've all been waiting for. Our podcast, Inspirations for Your Life, is reaching an incredible milestone, 3,000 downloads. This achievement is not just a number. It is a testament to the power of inspiration and transformation. So let's dive into the psychology of motivation and personal growth as we celebrate this remarkable journey. Picture this. Every episode of Inspirations for Your Life is a key to unlocking your limitless potential. You know, psychology tells us that our minds are naturally drawn to stories of personal growth and triumph. They inspire us, motivate us, and ignite our inner drive for change. Our podcast is a goldmine of such stories, thoughtfully curated to tap into the psychology of inspiration. Here's a secret recipe. When you tune in, you embark on a journey of self-discovery. You tap into your own reservoir of strength, resilience, and wisdom, and you become part of a community that believes in the power of positive change. Just look at my hat, believemeachieve.com. We have to believe before we can do anything in life. So what can you expect from Inspirations for Your Life tonight and beyond? Well, inspirational stories, incredible tales of people conquering challenges and finding their purpose from myself and guests, expert insights, leading psychologists, other life coaches, and thought leaders sharing actionable advice, practical tips like strategies to enhance your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. A supportive community where everyone is welcome. Join the conversation, share your journey, and connect with like-minded individuals. We don't just narrate stories here on IFYL, Inspiration for Your Life. We create a nurturing space for you to craft your own story of growth and transformation. And you know I'd love to hear it about it. So definitely tonight we're going to celebrate together our first victory of many. And so why don't you go ahead and subscribe tonight? That would be great. You can subscribe very, very easily by just going to our podcast link. You can go to believemeachieve.com. And once you do that, all you need to do is just click on the podcast there And you can subscribe. Very, very easy. Very, very simple to do. And I want to thank you so much for being a part of our incredible community, because here's to the next 3,000 downloads and beyond, everyone. I'm so grateful for you guys doing that. With boundless inspiration and gratitude, you know who I am. I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, Inspiration for Your Life podcast. And we're unlocking things. This is a podcast milestone of many. We're just starting, to take off. And that rocket that I'm on and you're following, it's going to blast out of this universe. And the information that I'm going to be sharing is going to blow your mind. It has the potential to change your life, who you are, who other people believe you are, and most importantly, for you to set those promises that are going to make your life really worth wanting to live even more every single day. I mean, listening to the show is going to get you fired up. So yes, you want to get up every single morning, not because you have to, but because you want to. All right. So when we're thinking about, things that are going on, there's so much happening here, right? And so when we think about inspiration, so let me share a story with you. So the story I want to share with you tonight is about motivation. And the motivational story goes like this. People get frustrated with themselves and others. You know why? Because they don't understand how to communicate. They don't get how to communicate. They don't know what communication is. They just say, oh my gosh, I've got to communicate. I have to, right? You have to take some time to understand the protocol of communication, knowing the 7% is for the words we choose, knowing the 38% is how we say it, the 55% is what we don't say, the nonverbal communication. Can you believe we are in Series 2, second year, show 37, and we're on episode number 5. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that is incredible. And you guys know what I do. I help people tell stories every single day of their lives. But I work with large corporations that want to get those stories out to the world. I've gotten passionate about wanting to do all types of motivation for years because I know that people get stuck in life. Not because they want to get stuck. Like if you're in the car, right? And let's say you're driving and it's raining and all of a sudden you didn't see that little ditch. Or you pull a little bit forward too much. And you know what happens? Even your four-wheel vehicle gets stuck. And there isn't enough, let's say, friction to get the wheels out because you've just sunk way too low. And so when that happens in our lives, we sometimes can't get out of it ourselves. We need a professional like myself. We need some inspiration, just like we need a hand to help us get out of that slump or get out of that, I'll say that dirt patch that we're in. And it's pretty deep. And that dirt patch could leave us there all day. Or we could get a helping hand and we could just be pulled right out. But next time, we will not venture that close. We won't. Because hopefully we are learning an important lesson in life. And that lesson, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Our life can change only if we want it to. Let me say that again. Our life can change only if we want it to. So you're saying, John, I can change anything? I'm saying yes. You guys can change anything you want to change in your life if you are deliberate, purposeful, and consistent. DPC. Deliberate, purposeful, and consistent. If you just think you're going to wing something, well, you might be disappointed with the results, right? But I don't want you to become so attached to the outcome that, oh my gosh, it didn't happen. When's it happening? When's it happening? When's it happening? When's it happening? Forget about it. It's already happening. You're already taking the steps to become a better version of yourself every single day of your life. And you might be saying, John, but I don't see anything yet. Well, not to get too much into religion, but I am religious, as you guys know. Faith is blind. What the heck are you talking about, John? Like, you're losing me. Well, we're going to look up the word faith with Merriam-Webster, and I'm going to let you know what the definition of I said promise. Sincerity of intentions. Belief and trust in a loyalty to God. Belief in the traditional doctrine of a religion. Firm belief in something for which there is no proof and complete trust. Something that is believed, especially with strong conviction, right? Like we say, a system of religious beliefs. You know, when you start to have faith and know something is on its way, know something is happening, it's like things start to fall into the right positions without you having to say, oh my gosh, like how does that happen? Well, don't worry about how it happens. Just become grateful for that it is happening. Now, I think that's like amazing. It's so amazing because if we can understand that faith is that missing link that may propel us forward or will hold us back. Now you might say, hey, John, I'm not religious. I'm an atheist. I'm not a Roman Catholic. I'm not a Protestant. I'm not Jewish. I don't believe in God. Okay, fine. So believe in a creator. There is a creator, okay? So let's believe in a creator and let's have faith that the creator is going to provide for you. The creator puts you on this earth for a purpose. The creator didn't put you here to say, well, you know, maybe your life will work out, maybe it won't. So you might say, John, why is it that some people's lives don't work out? Okay, I can answer that question. It's because they don't want their lives to work out. Huh? Well, maybe they made some wrong choices. And we can always be forgiven, right? But they may not truly want to live a good life. Does that mean faith is judgmental? No. We're talking about karma now. Karma's like that boomerang I've said before. When you throw it out and it comes right back to you, either good or bad karma comes back to you. So what you put out in the universe will come back. Inspiration, motivation, techniques, tips. I can lead you to water all day long. But you know what I can't do, ladies and gentlemen? I cannot make you drink that water. It'd be wrong to do that. Just like when I do hypnosis with people, a lot of people say, well, you know, John, you can't hypnotize me. Well, if you're going to have that mentality, I don't even want to try. You see, all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. It's not about controlling you. It's about getting you to dismiss the critical faculties and allow your body to connect with your heart and brain so that you can overcome those challenges. See, challenges are put in front of us so we learn lessons. That's why. And so I love being here with you guys every day or every evening, regardless of what cast I'm on, and just sharing with you some lessons. And you might say to me, John, well, what lesson could I learn? So today I was working on something, and at the last possible moment, when I didn't even know there was a possibility, the whole conversation turned around, and I got a very valuable piece of information. That is empowering me to dig deeper. We already know about the thing about in order to reach high, you have to dig deep down, right? Motivation comes from basically the seeds you plant. If you never plant anything, you'll never reap a harvest. But if you have been planting all along, guess what happens? There's a harvest for you to reap. People say, hey, John, I've been planting my whole life. Have you? What have you planted? Well, I've been telling people. You've been telling people. Have you been helping people? Have you been working on yourself and trying to know what you can do to help others? Now, you might say to me, hey, John, nobody wants to help me. Okay. Those might not be the right people. When you help somebody and you don't look for something in return, that's when, here's my favorite phrase, everyone, that's when the magic happens. That's when the orchestra plays. Because that belief of what you have and the fact that you know you're going to reap a very abundant set of crops. You might say, hey, John, there isn't a sign of rain anywhere on the map. And we need rain, and we've planted crops. So there was a very good story that came from, I think it was Facing the Giants. And I remember the Coach Taylor, and this guy came to him that was an elderly gentleman, and he was, he prays over the lockers every day, and he has his Bible. And he comes up to Taylor because they actually want, his name was Grant Taylor, they want to get rid of him because he's not getting the team. They're not winning. So Mr. Bridges is the name of the guy. He comes in that's playing, and he comes in and he goes, Grant, he says, the Lord is not through with you yet. And you are to stay planted right here until the Lord moves you. He goes, thank you, Mr. Bridges. Well, I just thought I should come down and tell you because the Lord said I needed to share that with you. And when he heard that, he started to understand that maybe he needs to look at life a different way. Maybe, even though people are saying everything's impossible, he needs to realize that anything is possible with God. Now, I know you may not all be religious, and I apologize for that, but just belief in the Creator, belief in how you got here, and belief that your purpose on this world has something that you may not even recognize yet. You might have not even figured out why you're here, but you're here for a reason. When you want to achieve something in life, I said before, don't make a goal, make a promise. A promise is so ingrained in our mind and body that we have to do a promise. If we do a goal, it's like, oh, if we don't make it, we don't make it. And there will be people along the way that are going to knock you down like a bowling ball knocking down pins. They're going to be there, okay? Let them. And if they knock you down, get up. If they knock you down again, get up. They keep knocking you down, get away from these people. It's negative energy. Hey guys, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. We're learning this week about understanding the 7%, 38%, 55% rule, which is essential for communication. I've got so much more to share with you on Thursday and so much more to share with you on Friday. Please tell all your friends, colleagues, associates to like, love, support the video, comment below, tag your friends, colleagues, associates, subscribe to my podcast. We're at 3,000. I'm sure we're going over 3,000. We'll be having another milestone victory very soon. But I couldn't do any of this without each and every one of you. So let's help me get to where I want to be. Let's get to 50,000. Let's get to 100,000. Let's make my content be in every person's mind that wants to improve their lives. Can you help me do that? Sure you can. So make sure that you click on believemeachieve.com. Click on the link, help keep our content free. Make the choice, ladies and gentlemen, to buy my team and I a cup of coffee, a bowl of fruit, a scrumptious bowl of desserts. And either way, we're going to be grateful. Those pennies, those dollars that you invest into us, we'll put into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping, motivational content to empower you to have a life that is going to blow you away. But the first thing you have to do is start believing. And I'll end with this. So the farmer had planted the crops, the seeds. And the other farmer, okay, had also planted, but he didn't get any rain. Why? The farmer that got the rain expected the rain to come, and it did. So expect your reality to change, and it will. Expect your promises to become a reality, and they will. This is not something for the cold-hearted. This is not something that's going to happen in 24 hours. This is something you've been hearing me for a couple of years. We're going into going to be our third year in January. You need to be passionate. You need to be so driven with this. In fact, as driven as you are every day to breathe and take air. Inhaling oxygen, exhaling carbon dioxide. When you're as motivated and passionate with believing and allowing in your life as you are with breathing, you'll be successful. Have yourself an amazing night, everyone. Feel free to go back and check any of these casts because there's a lot of great information. And I'm going to catch you guys real soon, so have a wonderful rest of your day.